Long ago, before the world was covered with cities and iron roads, there was a land where spirits walked openly, and the rivers still sang the names of the old gods. In this sacred land stood the village of Obiola, nestled between the hills and the great river Ezemiri. The people of Obiola lived simple lives, farming, fishing, and singing to the rhythms of drums under the full moon. But in the heart of Obiola, a tale began to unfold. Tale of envy, tale of beauty, a tale of the divine hidden among mortals. No one knew from where she came. She was first seen walking barefoot into the village one Harmattan morning, her head wrapped in a deep blue scarf, her skin glowing like morning dew, and her eyes were the color of the ocean after a storm, deep, mysterious, eternal. The village women were the first to notice, then the children, then the hunters. Finally, even the elders began to whisper. "She is too beautiful to be just a woman," said one. "Maybe she is a spirit," said another. She called herself Lena. She spoke gently, moved gracefully, and lived humbly, staying in an old hut near the river. She helped old women sweep their compounds, told stories to the children, and brought herbs to the sick. Everything she touched seemed to blossom. Even the chief's son, Obina, was enchanted. Strong, proud, and admired by all, Obina had once believed no woman could hold his heart, until Lena. But as light shines brighter, shadows grow longer. Among the villagers lived a woman named Nkiru, known for her loud laugh, heavy jewelry, and sharp tongue. Once praised for her beauty in her youth, she now saw her fading charm challenged by Lena's effortless radiance. Each time she heard Lena's name, her stomach twisted like a python in a clay pot. "Why does everyone worship her?" she spat one evening while braiding her daughter's hair. "She is just a stranger." But even her daughter whispered, "Mama, Lena is kind." Those words were oil on the fire. Nkiru's jealousy festered night and day. She began to watch Lena from the shadows, whispering to the old herbalist under the big iroko tree. The herbalist, blind in one eye, handed her a small pouch of powder. "Just a pinch," he croaked. "She will sleep and never wake." "Thank you, Baba," Nkiru said, eyes gleaming with malice. Obiola prepared for the Festival of Lights, a celebration of peace and harvest. The air smelled of roasted yam and pepper soup. Drums echoed across the hills. Lena, dressed in white with beads around her ankles, danced like wind moving through grass. Even the flames of the fire seemed to dance with her. Nkiru smiled through clenched teeth as she approached with a wooden calabash of spiced drink. "Sister Lena," she called sweetly. "A gift. From me to you." Lena paused, smiling warmly. "Thank you, Nkiru." She drank. The drums stopped. Lena stumbled, her body falling like a tree chopped at its root. Gasps and screams filled the night. Obina rushed forward, lifting her in his arms. Her body was still, her skin pale. "She's not breathing," someone cried. Nkiru stood frozen, suddenly unsure. Fear crept into her bones. Just as despair swept through the crowd, a strange wind rose. The fire flickered blue. The ground quaked. A voice, ancient and powerful, echoed from Lena's lifeless form. "You have poisoned a daughter of the sky. You have touched the divine with dirty hands. You have chosen envy over love." Then Lena's body began to glow, soft at first, then bright like the midday sun. Her form rose above the crowd, her scarf fell away, revealing long, shimmering hair like woven starlight. She was no mortal. She was a goddess, a daughter of Enanioma, the river mother, sent to walk among humans to teach love, humility, and grace. Nkiru fell to her knees, weeping. "Forgive me," she cried. Lena's glowing eyes turned toward her. "I was sent to heal. You tried to destroy. But I carry no hate." With a wave of her hand, Nkiru's mouth vanished, silent forever. No voice to lie, no tongue to spread envy. Lena spoke once more to the villagers. "Love those among you. Judge not by beauty but by deeds. And remember, gods still walk in hidden form." Then she rose like mist into the sky and vanished, leaving behind the scent of river flowers and a silence filled with awe. The chief declared a new tradition. Every year, during the Festival of Lights, the story of Lena was told. A shrine was built by the riverbank, where young maidens came to seek wisdom and healing. As for Obinna, he became a great chief, fair and wise. But he never married. He would often sit by Lena's shrine, speaking softly into the wind, as if she still listened. To this day, when the river sings louder than usual and the moon casts a silver path across the water, the people of Obeala say Lena is near, watching, listening, waiting for the hearts of humans to grow wise again. It had been 12 seasons since Lena vanished into the stars. Obeala changed. The shrine by the river became sacred ground. No one dared fish there. Children left offerings of flowers and clay figures. Every festival of lights was now held not in the village square, but before the shrine, where villagers sang Lena's name with reverence. Chief Obinna, once a warrior, now walked with wisdom in his eyes and gray in his beard. He never married. Some said he still spoke to the wind at night, calling Lena's name in secret. But the world around Obeala was changing. The rivers began to dry too early. Crops failed. Children fell ill. The drums no longer sounded the same. Something was missing. Something was breaking. The elders gathered and whispered, "The balance is lost. The gods are silent." Until one night, the sky cracked open. That night, the moon was covered in blood. The river Ezemiri glowed faintly, even though no moonlight touched it. A young girl named Ediora, barely 12, collapsed in a trance and spoke words that didn't belong to her. She will return, but not as you remember. When fire walks on water and drums beat without hands, she will come. Fear spread across Obeala. Some wept, others rejoiced. Could it be? Was Lena returning? 7 nights later, the village gathered for the Festival of Lights. But no one danced. They watched the river, waiting. Then, as the final drum was struck, the river caught fire. Not with destruction, but with golden flame that shimmered like sunlight. From the flames rose a woman, barefoot, her white dress dripping with light. Her hair now long and braided with stars. Her eyes the same stormy blue. Lena had returned. The people fell to their knees, weeping in silence. Even Chief Obinna stood frozen, tears slipping down his face. But Lena did not smile. "I left you peace," Lena said, her voice layered with spirit. But peace is not kept by memory alone. She walked among them, touching the sick, healing them. She touched the soil. Green returned. She whispered to the river. Its song grew loud again. But her gaze stopped at the shrine. It was overgrown, faded. "You remember me with words," she said, "but not with heart. You feared the dark, but forgot the light I left you with." People bowed lower. Adeora stepped forward, eyes wide. "We didn't mean to forget." Lena knelt beside her and smiled gently. "You remembered better than most." From the crowd stepped a woman, veiled and trembling. She was May, daughter of Nkiru, now a grown woman. "I have lived in shame," she said, "for my mother's sins. But I come with a gift." She unwrapped a box woven with palm threads, revealing a necklace of ancient beads, said to belong to the river goddess Nyoma. "My mother kept this in secret. I return it to you." Lena took the necklace and closed her eyes. A tear fell from her cheek. "Your mother made a grave mistake. But redemption lives through children who choose differently." She placed the necklace around Mma's neck. That night, Lena spoke to the village for the last time. "I came once as a stranger, and you saw only beauty. I return now as spirit, and I ask you to see with your hearts. Honor one another. Protect the river. Love without fear. I am never truly gone, so long as your kindness lives." With a final wave, Lena stepped into the river once more. This time she did not rise into the sky. Instead, she became part of the river, her reflection always present in its waters. To this day, the river Ezemiri sings sweeter. Children now learn Lena's story not only through songs, but through deeds of kindness passed from hand to hand. And sometimes, when the moon is full and the fire dances on the water, the villagers say, "Lena walks among us still, not in form but in spirit."